down to one play usually, but what they explain to you on that 2 point thing?
Fan interference?
Yeah.
The way I understand fan interference is if the fan reaches over
right.
into the area of play, then it's fan interference. If the fan is in his front row
Right.
and touches the ball, that is not fan interference. That's the way I.
And isn't
know
that? I
the
mean,
play.
that's clearly like is
So,
as you just.
unless I'm wrong on the rule, I thought that's the rule. So
And did they go? Did they replay? Did they review it? I didn't
they
think.
did review it and they called it, but they were telling me that it didn't matter if he reached over or not.
Oh.
And I got to check with the league and see what the rule is on that because I don't think that's fan interference.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then I guess it was a right call. But would you have tried a field goal at that?
Yeah, because we would have had them. We had the extra play with the penalty, so we would have gotten out there, and then I would have taken the field goal there to win the game. So they would have only been up 2, so we would have gotten,
right. Well, I think it would have been
30, 40
tied,
field
right?
goal.
Yeah. I think I would have
They got a
tied.
4-point lead on us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the 2-point conversion, if
Right.
they don't
That's
get
right.
it,
Then you would have won. That's
then
right.
we would have.
Yeah.
Right.
So what would aside from that, what do you think? Where do you think the game?
We just, we started off kind of slow. I think we did a good job of coming back. We made a lot of plays to get back into the game. We didn't execute at the end. We had the 11-point lead there at the end, and they scored, and we just didn't execute the onside kick, recovering it. And that's critical at that time. You got to get the onside kick, and then they had 3 timeouts. I don't think we could have ran out the clock, but at least we could have run the clock down some and then tried for a field goal or whatever, or a touchdown. But it was critical that we didn't get that onside kick.
How much did you miss Goody on that one? Because Goody's usually kind of the lead
That
guy for you
is,
swatting it out
we
of
did
bounds.
miss him. That's Goody's spot, and he's done it for 5 years, where he jumps up and
knocks
knocks it out of bounds every single time for us. Again, I have to look at it. Obviously we didn't attack him and block him real well, and Amari didn't have a good chance to go up and get it. But I have to look at the film. It looked like 2 or 3 of their guys were offside too, so the goal was there. So.
It's not like I thought Payne kind of stepped up for you, didn't he?
Yeah, Corey played great. I mean, he gives you that real quick, shifty receiver, and we were hoping we'd get him in a couple man situations, and we did, and he beat his guy pretty good.
How loaded is this receiving core? I mean, it seems like you lost Tyron Lewis early on, so you bring in Amari, you bring in Andre, and you bring in a guy like Corey who's got a ton of experience himself, and then Ty comes back anyway, and it just seems like you guys fill in every hole and then some.
Yeah, it is great. I mean, we picked up Corey, early in the year when he got released, and he's been waiting, he's been wanting to play. So it's kind of like the next man up. He was ready to go. Obviously, he was ready to go, and he was a big help for us tonight. Just like I said, we got some good man-to-man situations, and he beat his guy pretty good.
It seemed like maybe I've been wrong if I'm telling you Shane didn't have his best game. They got hands on.
Yeah, I think they got some pressure on him early. We
didn't.
I don't think we protected as well as we've been protected, and I think he missed some easier throws that he usually hits.
It might not have put you in that hole.
Right, especially that first series. We just couldn't get going that first series, and then we had the fumble, snap the second series. So,
right. Yeah.
So after that, I think we scored every time.
Right. Yeah.
You just can't put yourself in that type of hole.
No shortage of big defensive plays late, but it was kind of funny, just except on the third, I guess one shortage, because it was like you were 1 third down, 1 fourth down away from getting away with all the mistakes earlier in the game.
We did a good job. We gave up some yardage, obviously, but we were playing pretty good in the red zone, so I felt good there at the end of the game that, hey, we're going to get a stop here, at least make them kick a field goal to try to tie it. We were pretty close. It was a good ball. That's a good receiver.
Yeah.
In the back of the end zone. He's playing great in the last 4 games. But, again, you just got to, we put ourselves in a hole by not getting that onside kick, and then you just put a lot of pressure on our defense.
So you play next. You have some buys coming up, right?
Yeah, we're at Jacksonville this week, and then we have a bye. So, we have to. It's going to be a dogfight trying to get into the playoffs. It's our. Our conference is pretty tough right now. Everyone's kind of.
That's I guess it's a big game.
Yeah, so it's a big. We could have gotten a big lead on Tampa right here if we would have won it. So, puts Tampa right back into the mix.
You and Tampa now both have 6 losses. Jacksonville, I think, has 6. I mean, with this game today, obviously now it's. I mean, how big of a brawl will Jacksonville be? I mean, that's postseason.
Yeah,
as early as you.
Right, it's going to be tough. I mean, Jacksonville, and we all know they're loaded with good players, and when they're on, they play pretty tough. So, But hey, we got to regroup this week and go back down there and try to get a win before the bye week.
Well, could he be back by that game?
I hope so.
What
I
is
think
his injury?
his whole back and legs locked up after the game. They had to take him to the emergency room after the game in New Orleans. So everything has come back negative. He's fine, you know, but right now he's got a real bad hamstring pull, and he had some numbness still in his legs. So hopefully he'll be ready next week.
Thanks a lot, Steve.